little bit of a blight on her overall career, but here in Australia, you couldn't possibly knock her. She was a superstar. And Glenn Boss's association with her ranks as one of the great associations, as did Malcolm Johnson with Kingston Town and many of the great riders that rode their champion respective gallopers. Okay, the last race on the card, and Real Delight, 2.30 best fluck, Dean, now into $2 running the favourite. Let's go to the mounting yard. First horse we're looking at is Stylish Lily for Darren Weir, an Australian bloodstock, and a whole host of owners, including Monday's Expert Syndicate. I love that one. First start was on a heavy track to Popper's Boy at Donald and stayed on soundly, then went to Warwick Nabil and was able to beat Scarty and Perfect Era, and then third last time out behind Flying Hostess. Battled on well. We know how smart Flying Hostess is. So here on home soil, this Choisir mare, rock solid fit, certainly looks to be one of the chances in the race. Tequila Queen's got no 1,200 metre form about her. They've got the winkers going on for the first time. She's a good wet tracker, and they've been riding her back lately, and she's actually been hitting the line quite well. Here last time out over the 1,000 behind Dream Chaser, she chased to the line very well. I think she's definitely a first four player here, number 4. Oso Petite coming out of the same race. She won at Seymour, beating Golden Mane and Hot Marmalade. And I thought she did a very good job here against Dream Chaser last time out. That was the inferior ground. She draws the inside gate here today. She'll be in play for most of the race just off the speed here. And I wouldn't think this wet track's going to be a real problem for her. So she looks to be an excellent chance in the race. My on-top selection is Trente, the second of the Weir runners. She's a Dan Zero mare, so she should be able to get through the ground. She was impressive finally breaking through. I know she'd had a few chances before that, but she thrashed her rivals, winning at the program at Donald. Loved the way she strode away the last little bit, and her overall time was sound. Then she went to Cranbourne at her next run, and she had problems there, reported to be short in her action and perhaps lame when she was very well tried to win that race that Coronation Chalene took out. I think she's got a great chance in the race today, and she was my on-top selection. Now we go right down to Prussian Knockout, who had her first run for Heath McLean here at Ballarat. And in the saddle that day was Mark Zara. She was about 30 or 40 to 1 into around 17 or 18 to 1 and was able to win. She has disappointed since then. Disappointed because she hasn't been able to get into the money, but she hasn't had a great deal of luck, having said that as well, $10 to 14. Mick Slater's got a Real Delight. There was a real solid rap on her when she won at Sale. She got through the line strongly to beat the Handy Mare Valid Contract, and then she was quickly thrown into Caulfield and then at Sporting Bet Park, and she failed there and she was quickly tipped out. Nolan was down to ride. He's not riding her today, and of course the replacement rider there now is Damien Lane, but she has been very firm on track, $2.10 as we stand at the moment. Then we go down to Belle Diva for Corey Sanders. She's never seen a heavy track, and she's had a few runs, 6 runs on slow, and hasn't been able to fire a shot. That's Belle Diva. I think that's about all of them now, after the field cut about with a lot of scratchings here for the running of the last on the card. Real Delight, when I was doing my selections, was I think odds on, and I thought, well, I don't want to be taking odds on a heavy track last race on the program, so I went looking for value. Trent on top to win from Real Delight. And chances also given to Tequila Queen. She was good here last time out, and out of that same race also was Oso Petite, who's by Dash for Cash. So that's the tips as they go down to the gates. Eric Musgrove's about to join me. You're getting a bit comfortable there, Eric, in the seat because you saw me sitting.
Yeah, it was very comfortable.
Mate, I thought she ran really well here the other day, Oso Petite, and she's right in this race.
Yeah, no, I think she's right in it. Her last run I thought was a good run. We're just stepping up another 200, which I think she needs. She's had 2 runs over the 1,000, and she's quite a nice filly, and I'd expect her to be pretty competitive.
From that gate, she was always going to be reasonably close, particularly the step up in distance.
Yes, no, she'll probably be a bit closer today than she was the other day. Small field, so should suit.
Come the last race, you say, we started a heavy 9G, it could be really cut out and hard. It hasn't certainly appeared to be that way.
No, well, I was just talking to Craig before, and he said it's probably better than the last meeting. He said it's the ground's a little bit more holding and not shifty, which is probably a better racing surface.
You've trained a few horses for the Innisfree group, and Brendan McCarthy likewise. They seem to have the bargain buy horses, but gee, they get a lot of winners.
Yeah, no, they do. They're very staunch supporters of the game, and they've had quite a few handy horses, and they do get a lot of winners.
You've become a flat trainer nowadays too, haven't you?
Oh, well, you've got to mix it both, don't you?
I think you were telling me before that next season you'll have a bit more of a crack. You just weren't quite ready this season.
No, well, we were under a bit of uncertainty until we had a change of government, and it's made a big difference. And Racing Victoria have got right behind it, and we've had a couple of really good seasons, and so I'll probably have a few more next year.
I'll be telling you now, Eric, the standard from the previous season to what's going to be on next year, you're going to have to get a good horse. You can't just have these horses that look like they're big stayers and they can keep going and jump a little bit. You've got to have a bit of speed.
No, well, that's for sure. There's no question about it. The standard's improved enormously, and it's great for the caper. You've got guys like Peter Moody, David Hayes racing horses as well, and it's just very good. It's an integral part of the industry, and I think we're very lucky. When you look at some of the English horses that come out here, they've been hurdle racing before they go on the Melbourne Cup, so there you go.
Someone come out here superstars and they end up hurdling.
Yeah, no, that's a possibility.
Okay, Eric, well, best of luck with Osei Petit, and I know you and Froggy have always had a good association as trainer and jockey. Hope it continues in this race.
Thank you.
There he is, Eric Musgrave. Runners at the start. Real Delight's the favourite at even money here for the last on the card. Welcome back, and they say there's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. By the time I run there, lacking gate speed, it'll probably be gone. But it's a beautiful rainbow, and what has been a nice little afternoon, although if you got outside, I say nice from our little studio here, but if you get outside, my word, it's cold. Is Victoria River going to buck off this winter spell that we've got at the moment? Okay, at the barriers, there's no definitive market mover, although Real Delight is reasonably firm here at the even money. Big program of racing tomorrow night from Moonee Valley, the first of their 2 days. Looking forward to a great night, Manikato Stakes night, the last race on the program, and again, a very, very competitive race. Schnitzel and the winner Sama Reddy went into the race last time in the underdog situation, and tomorrow night she's probably going to go off favourite, and of course the Cox Plate robbed of Atlantic Jewel, but still a great backup program and still a very competitive race. And Seamus Award and Long John getting into the race, I reckon it's made it an intriguing race with those 3-year-olds. So we hope everyone at Moonee Valley has a great couple of days. Marty Simon reporting the track's going to be an apple pie order. He's done a great job with Moonee Valley. He really has got that track in fantastic order over the last couple of seasons. It's had a fair deal of racing and had to freshen up, of course, coming into this year. And that track, Marty will have it 100% spot on for racing at Moonee Valley on Friday night. And we wish the club the very, very best of luck, particularly given the Cox Plate is the last of two big days, night and day programs at the Valley. They're about to move in for the last. Let's go up to Adam.
2 greys left to load. Belle Diva, a centre barrier, Prussian knockout drawn out wide. Just about ready. The high gain handicap over the 1200. And they look to be set. The 7 runners all in. They're away. Real Delight didn't get the best of the start. She's just going to ease back behind the speed anyway. Tequila Queen left well and took up the lead in the early stages ahead of Stylish Lily. Moving up is Prussian knockout out wider. And Trent is next in the field, along with Real Delight, Oso Petit pushing up along the fence, Belle Diva travelling handy. But there's still a close-knit group heading inside the 800. Tequila Queen had the front, about a length in front now of Belle Diva, Stylish Lily, wide out Prussian knockout. Against the fence is Oso Petit. Now Real Delight's back second last, but she's only 3 lengths at the very most off the lead. And last is Trent as they head around the turn. Tequila Queen a half length clear over Belle Diva, Stylish Lily. Real Delight working her way through the field. Oso Petit, the fence from Prussian knockout and Trent into the straight. Tequila Queen just from Belle Diva. He had to switch course on Real Delight to try and go gain a run. Out wide, Stylish Lily, and Trent is running on with 200 to go. Stylish Lily took the front with Trent challenging Tequila Queen. Real Delight getting through back on the fence a length away. Stylish Lily tackled by Trent. Trent hit the front, had no luck at Cranbourne and will atone today, Trent. Trent won by a half length to Stylish Lily, and third Real Delight. Tequila Queen in fourth, and then Prussian Knockout, Belle Diva, and last in was Oh So Petit.
So Trent wins the last race on the program. No real luck there for Real Delight, who looked to be travelling very well coming to the home corner, had a change course back to the inside. And Trent out wider on the course. She pulled up lame last time out. She was found to be a miss. And today she's been able to go right on with the job. Michelle Payne riding her. Dean Yendel's been aboard of late. She had that big win going back 2 runs ago, and she races home to win well. From Stylish Lily and Real Delight, certainly a forgive run there for her. Tequila Queen finishing 4th and Prussian Knockout 5th. Oh So Petit disappointing, missed the kick, and she never got into the race really at any stage over the concluding stages. But the winner has left them the last little bit, and she's raced home to win and win well. For Darren Weir, and she's won time and margins up shortly by about 3/4 of a length when the judge will call a halt. She originally went through the English Classic yearling sales, and she was passed in, and then she was sold. They wanted 22,000. She was passed in for 22.5, and then she went to the Scone Select yearling sales and ended up selling, according to the form here, for $10,000. Struggled for a win in a maiden, but she won emphatically going back 2 runs ago, and she got through the ground pretty well today to come away and win nicely. Real Delight. Still very hard to get a gauge on that performance, just how well she's going. She looked to be bolting coming to the bend, but she sort of had to stop in a tracks and then switch to the inside and get up inside of Tequila Queen, who today going out in trip with not much pace in the race was able to lead. But the other horse, Trent, had full momentum up down the outside of the track, and she's come away to win and win comfortably. Stylish Lily staying on bravely, finishing in 2nd position. So Darren Weir celebrating the Quinella there in race number 8 on the program. Waiting for the Michelle to come back after the running of the last race on the program. The sun's out, the wind has abated, still a bit of a breeze. It's been very cold. Some parts of the track you stand and it's nice and sunny. You can find a brick wall to stand next to with the sun beaming down on you. You get a bit of extra generation of heat. But if you're left exposed in the open, it's bitterly cold. Indeed, Darren Weary's, I'll tell you what, he loves the camera today. G'day, Daz. I think you got thrown in there, didn't you? Quinella in the last, and issues last time out, and she's obviously going well this prep.
Yeah, no, look, she won really well at Donald, probably a bit better than expected, and then, like you said, didn't have a lot of luck at Cranbourne, and she's trained well since, but to be honest, I couldn't split them coming into today. I thought they worked together and there's nothing between them. It was just which one got the better run, I guess.
Yeah, well, you weren't far out, and she tracked into the race nicely. This track, we're getting close to the end of Ballarat before it gets fixed up again, but it seems to be going all right today.
Yeah, no, it's racing terrific. I think it's a beautiful galloping surface, you know. It's just got a nice bit of give in it, and that certainly helped that horse, and she got the right run, and yeah, it was strong late.
I'm a bit surprised to see you in jeans and a long sleeve shirt. This is a warm day for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be right. It's been cold here today. I know that it was cold here this morning, but
freezing. Freezing, Darren.
Yeah,
no, good luck on the weekend.
Thanks a lot.
There he is, Darren Weir. Michelle Payne's about to join us as well. And Michelle, that was a good performance. You sat off them and you had full momentum up at the top of the straight to come into the race with your charge.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried. I was following Brad, and Brad's such a good rider. He doesn't sort of ever go too early, and I thought, oh, he's going to wait and he's going to leave me behind. But she got really good momentum up coming into the straight, and she let down really well.
Now, what's planned for you for the next couple of days? How are you going as far as rides are concerned?
Off to Wangaratta tomorrow for the last 3 races up there, and then going to Yarra Valley and then to Moonee Valley. So get into both the valleys on the same day.
Okay, that'd be a nice day out just for a relaxing day. Yarra Valley straight to Moonee Valley. What about what's your best ride on the weekend, do you think, Michelle?
Both horses have a good chance. I think the horse at Moonee Valley Lakes Intention, she seems to be going really well. Okay. She's drawn a nice barrier in barrier 2, which hopefully it is by the second last race on Saturday. But she seems to be going really well and races well at the Valley, so I'm really looking forward to be on it.
I'll tell you what, you came up pretty good in the paper the other day.
They're amazing what they can do with Photoshop these days.
Good on you, Michelle.
Thanks very much.
Michelle Payne joining us there, riding the last winner for Darren Weir. That's our coverage of racing today. I hope you've had an enjoyable day. It has been a bit cold here, but Zanbar certainly certainly the horse that we all took most attention to. She'll be heading to the VRC Oaks, and the way she stayed today, who's to say that she couldn't win it for Guy Walter? On behalf of all of the team, good afternoon. Thanks, Dean.